Parents, you
Legal
got to help me out
information
here.
all
I keep getting
parents
calls
need
from
to
parents
know.
that want to hire me as a juvenile defense attorney on their kids' cases. And the one thing that I keep seeing in common is that their kids have told the teachers, the administrators, the coaches, whoever it is in the school, anything and everything about the accusations or the conduct that got them in trouble. Folks, I need you to tell your kids they do not need to talk to those teachers. They do not need to talk to those administrators. They do not need to talk to those coaches if they're being accused of doing something wrong. What they can do is they can simply tell those teachers, administrators, principals, coaches, you'd like to have your parent present before they talk about anything that they're being accused of. There's nothing wrong with this, having the advice of their parent. And if the parent gets there and they think that there's something that this is something that could result in their child being drug out of school, being drug into the juvenile justice system, there's nothing wrong with that parent saying, I think we're gonna have an attorney help guide us through this before we talk to you. That's just smart. Most of the time though, when I'm getting calls, it's the opposite. Parents haven't had this conversation with their children. Instead, the principals, the administrators, the coaches have already obtained evidence against the child, and now the child is being drugged into the juvenile justice system. Folks, what I need you to understand is there's an administrative educational process where an investigation unfolds. There's going to be a criminal process in which an investigation unfolds. The criminal process will take everything that they got in that educational administrative investigation and use it as evidence against your child. And so your child speaking with the administrators, the teachers, or whatever statements they give will ultimately end up in the hands of law enforcement, and you don't want that. The one thing that you can do to protect your kids is talk to them and teach them that it is okay to ask for mom and dad when a teacher or principal is questioning them about accusations of certain misconduct. Where do I see this most often? Kid got into it with another kid, either a fight or an assault. It can be both. Kid having a bad day, somebody's been teasing them, they get ticked off, they take it out on them finally because they've had this buildup. They snap, and there's an assault. There's also scenarios where they're being bullied and really they're just defending themselves. But those stories get a little bit mixed and the teachers start investigating, and then somebody gives one version and somebody gives another version, and they start thinking that your child is at fault when really your child is the victim. If your child is unable to advocate for themselves, if they mince words, if they don't give the exact details as needed, or that administrator doesn't ask the right questions to really ascertain the truth in the matter, your child could be facing a charge. That's where a parent comes in. And that's where the parent can invoke the right of the attorney to come in as well. Folks, help me out. Talk to your kids and tell them they can ask for their parent before they are giving up any statements to anyone in the school system. And you parents, help your child out by being there if you see that your child may be getting in trouble for a threat or some sort of assault in the school system. Be the parent who says, you know what? We're not going to talk to you until we employ the help of an attorney to help guide us through the system, because we don't want to do something wrong and we don't want to end up in the juvenile system when my child really shouldn't be there. Folks, my name is Mike Hansen. I'm the Texas Dad Lawyer. If you found this information helpful, follow me.